Yo, it's EURweb.com Spotlight with Jazzy Jazz. Okay, who is arguably the most woke hip-hop group in recent history? You got it, Rock and Roll Hall of Famers Public Enemy. And we got Public Enemy's inimitable scratcher, the DJ of all time, Terminator X in the building. He's spilling the tea on the messy beef between Flava Flav and Chuck D. He's going to talk about his musical man crush. Trust believe, you'll be surprised who that is. And wait, did he really stop making beats to run an ostrich farm? You can find out. And we just chop it up about hip-hop then and now. Come hang out. Yo, it's Jazzy Jazz with Elite Values EUR Web Spotlight, and I am honored and excited to have the legend and pioneer Terminator X of Public Enemy in the building. I mean, who can forget all that legendary scratching, mad dope skills on songs like Shut 'Em Down, Night of the Living Bass Heads, right? Rebel Without a Pause, and of course, back in the day, no hip hop group was legit without a DJ that was fire, like Salt and Pepper without Spinderella. I don't think so, right? So, Public Enemy, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, won a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Grammys. So, I am just truly, truly excited to have you here. The other thing is, I just want to remind people that no other group has had the kind of influence on music, on rap, on our consciousness than Public Enemy. I mean, think about Fight the Power, right? That dope jam was released July 4th, so appropriate. 1989, it could have been released today and it would have been right on point. So thank you so much for chopping it up with us.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
So I think that's my first question is, how did Norman Rogers become Terminator X?
I remember when I was a little kid, I remember walking down the street in my neighborhood with a little blue transistor radio, listening to AM radio.
I'm not going to say I remember
that. Remember that?
I can't. I'm not trying to tell people how old I am, but yes, I'm an OG.
but the tape started rolling in the neighborhood, and I just became a fan from then on. And then a guy in my neighborhood, Rudy Lavelle, I'm gonna shout his name out. He was the first guy with some turntables in the neighborhood, and I asked to try it, and that was all she wrote.
And then how did you hook up with PE?
There was a group called Spectrum. They were big time DJs in the neighborhood, and one of the members I grew up with that lived around the corner from me, Aaron Allen. They were looking for another DJ. They were looking to expand, and I came aboard Spectrum. And that was Public Enemy was basically Spectrum before it was Public Enemy.
So talk to me about that Long Island sound, because, you know, a lot of people, when they talk about hip hop, they forget about Long Island, but think about it. Public Enemy, De La Soul, Leaders of the New School, Busta Rhymes.
But yeah, Long Island has, like you said, has a lot of talent. A lot of people, you know, Rakim, Biz started in Long Island too.
Wow. I know you gave a shout out to Lil Baby for Bigger Picture because it talked a little bit about, you know, police brutality and Black Lives Matter. But in general, how have you seen hip hop evolve and where do you think it's going? And what happened to the DJs?
When Public Enemy was new, that age, the 80s, 90s, the older folks was like, oh, that's not music, you know. But I respect the new sound. It is what it is. I love Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, love me some Kendrick.
I love J. Cole. Hip hop evolved to what it is, and I really feel that it's getting ready to make another change. And it's crazy because I'm finding a lot of people sampling our era.
Yeah,
we sample James Brown and SOS Band and stuff. Now they're sampling us.
Well, PE is definitely worth sampling. You know, I never get tired of PE. I listen to it all the time. You know, it keeps me going, keeps me woke. What do you think happened to the DJs though? Because really, back in the day, you were not legit if you didn't have a DJ that was fire, you know?
I think a lot of that has to do with the music business.
Commercialism.
Yes,
Yes.
not so much that DJs faded away. I think that the business drove them away. Even bands kind of faded away too because it was too much to spread around. I feel like.
Right. They maximize their profits by
Yeah,
doing that. You know, you're
same,
right. That's
yeah.
a good
So,
point.
so the
That's a real
DJ,
good point.
yeah, I think that's where the DJ went. I think that's where the DJ went.
Now, you had a tragedy happen to you, I guess around 1994, when you got into that motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
And then my understanding is you crushed your leg, you were in the hospital for about a month. And that's when you decided to leave Public Enemy. And
No,
no,
that's not.
that's the myth. Okay,
No.
straighten us out.
Okay, well, yes, I did have a motorcycle accident. I broke both legs, and
Oh, I'm
crushed my
so
foot.
sorry.
Crushed my foot.
Wow.
Anyway, but thank God I'm here, still here.
That's
Uh,
right.
yeah. So, but that's not why I left Public Enemy basically because of the music business. I love what Public Enemy means to everyone. Just the business side wasn't what it should have been.
What it should have been. You started raising ostriches, right? Okay. What is up with the black ostrich? But you know what? You kept it woke. It was black ostriches that you were raising, right?
Oh, that actually didn't pan out. My family does goats now.
Oh, they do goat. You're a goat herder. Terminator X, the goat herder on the mic. Yeah. But you're doing some music now. Talk to me about that.
I'm trying to stay in my lane, but be fresh at the same time. And I'm looking to connect with some people, some of which would be big name artists. I would like to do a song with Drake.
Yeah, yeah.
Drake is amazing, and Kendrick. I got a track I want to do with Kendrick. I haven't spoken to these people yet. I want to get all my ducks in a row first.
What are your favorite PE jams and why?
Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but my favorite song I would have to say is Rebel Without a Cause.
Hey, yo, Chuck, I think we taking shots. Yo, this is Cole Medina, man. Come on, kick it. Terminator X. Terminator X.
I love Rebel Without a Pause.
That is the Public Enemy song to me.
Terminator. Yo, Chuck, they getting them nervous. They can't handle
And
it.
another song would be Black Steel and the Hour of Chaos.
I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it and said they were suckers. They wanted me for their army or whatever.
Yeah.
Venture me
Music is
giving a
emotional.
damn. I said never. Here's a land that never gave
Lyrics,
a damn.
it's got that magic.
I wasn't with it, but just that very minute it occurred to
By the time I get to Arizona,
Yeah, that was so important. What an important song, right?
I'm waiting for the time when I could get to Arizona, 'cause my money is
For folks who don't know, that was about states that were not honoring Martin Luther King holiday. And you know how Public Enemy does. They put it out there, and the scratching, as always, was thebomb.com.
with a gun cracker running things under his thumb.
Well, I can't let you go without asking you, and you may not even have any info on this, but the Flava Flav controversy. Now, this was when PE, and you weren't with the group at this time, but PE was going to perform at a Bernie Sanders campaign event. And Flava Flav said, yo, you can't use the logo. And the group said, yes, we can. Then supposedly Flava Flav was fired. Then they said, no, it's a hoax. But Flava Flav said, no, it wasn't a hoax. It was real. But they're performing together. So I'm assuming the beef was squashed. But what's your take on it?
yeah, it was squashed. Because I don't know for sure. Part of me feels like it was a kind of a publicity stunt. And I don't know that. I'm just assuming, but part of me is like, maybe they just was beefing, and Flavor had lawsuits against Chuck, so that could be that reason, But I don't know. I guess I know as much as you do.
It sounds like you know a little more.
But they squashed it.
Well, listen, thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been an honor and a pleasure to chop it up with you. I'm really such a big fan. So, peace, love, music, fight the power.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, you do?
I could share this. I'm gonna start doing DJ sets on Twitch.
On Twitch. Oh, yeah.
I'm
That's good. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll be looking out for that.
yeah,
Well, thank you so much again. Peace and blessings to you, and good luck with everything.
thank you.